The policymakers in the United States must be at their wits' end, tearing their hairs apart as they watch the latest developments taking place in the world around them, especially during the last few weeks. The geopolitical and geoeconomic landscape of the world is changing fast, and it seems that the so called masters of the universe have no control over what goes on around them. The dollar's hegemony is under threat. More and more countries are reverting to alternative means and currencies, bypassing the dollar and the Western financial institutions. Recently, yuan has replaced dollar as the most traded currency in Russia. Both China and Russia have been trading in their local currencies, bypassing the dollar. Even Saudi Arabia has agreed to sell its oil and gas to China in yuan rather than in dollars. Malaysia and India have decided to carry out their trade in rupees. Apparently, 18 countries, including some Western Bloc countries like Germany, UK, and Singapore, have agreed to trade with India in rupees. India has been purchasing Russian commodities in rupees and UAE dirhams. Almost all the BRICS countries are exploring alternative mechanisms to bypass the dollar system. Germany has been purchasing Russian gas in rubles even before the Ukraine conflict. And to top it all, last month, France sold LNG to China in yuan. So, what is going on to the dollar? And while we keep on talking about the BRICS and particularly China and Russia, the country that can hurt dollar the most is probably the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, because dollar is strong as long as the oil is being sold in dollars. If petrodollar loses its hegemony, the United States of America loses its authority and power. And besides these efforts of de-dollarization, the use of digital currency is also threatening the power of the dollar. And how is United States tackling the issue? With its usual arrogance, threatening the perpetrators of transition of dire consequences and stamping economic sanctions. This economic arm twisting is not going to work anymore. And if the United States does not learn to accept this transition gracefully, it is not hard to predict that by the middle of this century, the United States of America as we know it today will cease to exist.